Hmm. Oh. What's up, Rachel? What you doing, girl? Oh, okay. Let's get into it. Sorry, everybody. Lonnie, Evander, RL Holt, Red State, Larry. I'm reading. I'm reading. Lauren looks a little moody tonight. did, did somebody catch a wrench already? Nina, what's going on, girl? Red State. Stock up. Cal said stock up the refrigerator and bar. It's gonna be a long one. Oh. Let's get straight into it. Okay, boom, boom. Hold on. Let me make sure we got this, 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 this. Okay, got that done. What did Moses say? Wait, I didn't mean to hit that. Sorry, y'all. There it is. Good night, Tony.
Hold on before you open it up for questions. First of all, let me say that that other team, Average Team, did a
Hold
hell of a
on,
job.
hold on. Don't panic.
Hello?
Don't panic. Don't panic.
Hold on before you open it up for questions. First of all, let me say that that other team, Average Team, did a hell of a job. They moved the ball. They played well together. They got veteran players. They were doing the things that I want my team to do, that I want these guys to do. The ball moved multiple sides of the court more than twice. At times, most of the game, it was 3 and 4 times. So that means the ball started on one side, got to the other side, got to that side, got to that side before somebody shot it.
We'll talk about it, Terrence. This is a short press conference.
First half, they missed wide open shots, and they had 3 or 4 shots under the basket. We didn't rotate wide open. So they are a well-coached team, and hats off to them. The last part of that, excuse me, I'm losing my voice. We needed this. We needed this whooping. We needed this loss because there's something that happened to this program before I got here that hadn't been healed yet. And I'm trying to get them to get out of it, to fight through it, to get better. Not as a team, but as individuals first. And then we can talk about being a good team. Until you overcome your own obstacles, you can't worry about a team. You can't worry about an opponent. It's the lesson of life. If I'm depressed, how am I going to worry about the guys I'm in the battlefield with? I'm depressed. If I'm hurting, if I don't have confidence, how can I worry about anybody else other than me? That's what we're fighting through. And we learned a valuable lesson. Now, if you got questions, let's go.
Coach, I know that you preached, paint touches and getting the ball on the interior. You did get outscored in the paint 24-14. What was the biggest difficulty with getting the ball into lane, getting some more looks down there?
So there were 2 possessions the whole game where the ball got into the paint more than once. 2. I don't know another way to say it. From the day I walked in here, I've been saying multiple lane touches, multiple passes. So the ball goes pass, 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 drive it, pass it out, drive it again. Then we see what we got. I've been preaching it. But what happens when you're tentative? What happens when you're apprehensive? What happens when you're fearful of failure? You're afraid to drive that ball. And then when you do drive it and they collapse, which we want the defense to do, you got to be strong enough mentally and physically to make a pass to a teammate. We had 16 turnovers. We got the ball to the lane multiple times, twice. That's unbelievable. Hopefully that answers your question.
Coach, you had 0 fast break points. What can you do to kind of try to improve that moving forward?
Again, I want to play fast. I talked to the team about it. Why do I take you to the track once a week? So that you learn to run. Why do I talk about when the rebound is happening, Fabio, Hersey, you're looping up the court to catch the ball moving up the court so that we can get in transition faster. For whatever reason, it didn't translate. They were on their heels. Initially, we started out with good energy, pretty good energy. And then when we subbed, everything went out the window. They got beer muscles. They felt good about what they were doing, and they put us on our heels. That's a problem. Like, you have to be confident and know what a game plan is and know why we're doing it. We want to get out and run. We do. I'm not telling anybody to walk the ball up the court. I know what that means. You look at that and you see 0 fast break points, and you see 47 points in that game. That means we played half-court offense. That means we were stagnant. There's no coach, no team, nowhere that can win games with 0 fast break points.
Kenny, defensively, what did you think about what you guys did on the ball and then also just away from it, your rotations, your communication?
I thought position-wise we were okay at best, just okay. I thought our communication was really bad. There were times where we could have easily switched, kept the ball in front. We decided not to switch. My game plan is to make teams beat us with tough twos. Tough two is the ball is in front of me. You're not getting threes off penetration. We're starting off the line and getting to 3-point shooters. You're going to beat us shooting a three that's going to be contested, or we're going to contest it at the rim. Well, you saw that we did not fight to keep the ball in front of us. They get layups, which means we have to sort of collapse, which means now they're getting threes. We didn't resist them from doing anything they wanted to do.
Al had a tough game, didn't score, I think, until the final 4 minutes of the game. He's usually much more productive than that. What do you think happened with him?
I thought Al started the game, and you saw it early. He had 6 of our 7 assists, really started the game well. But there was a point in the second half where, one, the fouls, the 2 fouls probably slowed him down mentally. Then there was a point in the second half where he was like, I got to score. And when the second he went that route, his success rate went way down, and you could see it. When you're playing this game and you're trying to score, it's not going to work. When you play this game and you're trying to understand the concepts of what you're trying to do offensively, and you let the offense come to you, it looks natural. You can't drive the ball, take 4 or 5 dribbles, and try to get a basket. Defense is going to collapse, especially a team like that is collapsing that's well coached. So hopefully we know that he's way better than that, right? We do know that. Hopefully we in this room and we in this community know that Al Ellis is a very good basketball player. He has to go out and understand the magnitude of what his position and what he means to this team, not just in scoring, but in other areas and how he approaches the game.
Coach, you mentioned that L did have 6 of the 7 assists for the team today. As far as the other ball handlers, it seemed like other guys had trouble initiating or facilitating that offense, getting the ball into the lane. What did you think about the other perimeter guys?
I thought they were tentative. I thought when the ball was on the opposite side of the court, I'm teaching, we're teaching, the ball moves, and it hits your hand. You see it before, and you attack the gaps. What I saw was the ball moved. We just ball watched. The ball goes here. We ball watched. The ball hits the player's hand. Now he's looking to see, where do I drive? You know where you're driving long before that ball hits your hand. You know the gaps and where they're going to be before it hits your hand. You know that when you do attack the lane, you attack it with force. They're going to collapse. I have to be strong enough to know I got to make passes now. I can't force it, which leads to, we were tentative, 16 turnovers.
What was your message to them after the game, players?
We needed this. We got to get healed. We got to not be delusional that's who we are. We have to know that every player that has a jersey on, whether it's practice, whether it's a workout, whether it's a game, you got to bring your best. You got to fight for your life, not just for you, but for everybody else in the room. We're not the most talented team in the world. We're not. We just made that evident by losing to a Division II. What a great lesson. I wish it didn't happen, but I sort of needed it to happen, because at the end of the day, I'm going to say this, I'm trying to establish a culture. And that culture is going to have some adversity in it. How do you handle it? Right out the gate, we're going to see who we are. We're going to see, you just lost to a team that you should never have lost to. They're a good team, very good team, but you should not have lost to them. How are you going to handle that adversity? How? That's what I'm really looking forward to seeing.
Kenny, you mentioned how the players will react to it. How do you think the fans will react to that? I mean, it's been a rough stretch for the program and for this to start this way. How do you think they will react?
I hope that they understand that this is going to be a marathon, not a sprint. I say it all the time, and everybody laughs when I say it. Danny Manning, Kenny Payne, Mel Wagner, Reese Gaines, Nolan Smith, we're not shooting any balls. We're not. On paper, you look at that staff and you're like, oh my goodness, they're going to win every game. They're not playing. They're not playing. These guys are playing. So My point to that is that at the end of the day, we're trying to teach them winning basketball, a winning culture. These fans here are great fans. Of course, there are going to be some people that jump off. I'm good with it. I'm watching, but I'm good with it. But the true fans, the real Louisville fans, they're going to be with us through thick and thin. And I know that coming in, so I'm not worried about that.
Kenny, you went pretty big at the start. Brandon and Jalen both on the floor together. What made you want to go that way, and what did you think about when you saw it?
Initially, I liked it. I liked the fact that we got the ball in the lane a couple times. L did a great job. Mike James made a couple threes. Jalen showed what he's capable of when he's in rhythm and playing well. I need more from Brandon. I need more from Sid. But I like that lineup. The way I'm looking at this is I have 9 or 10 guys that all could start. I'm not obligated to anything or anybody or any lineup. I just want to win, and I want to have continuity on the court. I want guys, what's the best group that plays well together? That's who I'm going to rock with.
Coach, what was your thoughts on your freshman and young guys' performance first time in front of fans against another team?
It's hard to say until you look at the film, but I think when we subbed the first time, you saw a momentum switch. So you saw the aggressors, Louisville initially, then at the 4 or 5 minute marks of playing, we subbed. And I want to give everybody an opportunity to play so I can evaluate everybody. Then you saw a lack of effort, a lack of defense, a lack of togetherness, a lack of momentum switching to the other team. And then they got confident. And then from that point on, we were on our heels. So I believe in Kamari Lands. I believe in Devin Reed. I believe in all of these guys. They have to go out and prove. Just because I believe in you doesn't mean you're going to succeed. I'm here to support you, love you, coach you, mentor you, teach you what winning basketball is. You got to go out and perform. You got to go out and fight. I tell every player I'm in huddle saying, I don't care if you miss every shot. Just miss it with confidence. I don't care if you
Global elite, Chris.
confident.
I think I lost it.
I don't care if you miss a rebound. It's going to happen. Play with confidence. Believe in what you're doing. Play with energy. And I'm good.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Okay, where do y'all want to do? Y'all want to do rhetoricals? Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm gonna do rapid fire. And be serious. Listen, don't get your troll on, because listen, Lauren is sniping tonight. Ask serious with serious answers. Why do y'all think we lost tonight? And try to do them. We're gonna try to go fast, do a fast night. I'm gonna be reading the comments fast. Why do y'all think we lost tonight? Give me your quick shots. And okay, I'll talk about some things. Do y'all remember a couple years ago? This is kind of a rhetorical question. Do y'all remember a couple years ago? I said, Coach Mack, I was mad at Coach Mack because he played. Actually, it was just last year. I was mad at, actually for every year. I've been mad at Coach Mack because he just played, like, even in these exhibition games, he just played his best 6 players just to win the game. Do y'all remember that? I said, Coach, you might have to take some losses. Y'all remember? I didn't like Coach Mack saying, I don't want to be the coach to lose to Bellarmine. And he played our starters like 35 and 36 minutes. A rhetorical question. Do y'all think that Kenny Payne couldn't have just stuck his top players out there and won that game if he wanted to win that game? Now, I'm not saying he lost the game on purpose, but he could have left his dudes in there, just took the 5 that were playing the best and went out and won the game. You don't think he means that when he says we needed this? I sat on the floor underneath the basket. They did not talk to each other, which is 100% opposite of what. Okay, let's say in practice. In practice, when they're not talking, Kenny Payne says, "Y'all aren't talking. Let me hear you. Speak up. Speak up." He didn't do that tonight. He didn't get on them about talking. I'm telling you, y'all, their eyes were as big as cue balls. Listen, bright lights. It wasn't nervous and intimidated. It was more like they were all waiting for the other person to do it. Right? They were all waiting for each other to do it. In games like this, you know what you realize? You don't want to be selfish. Okay? We have 5 or 6 dudes that could have went and got buckets in this game. But they're trying to play the system. They're trying to learn to play the system. Yeah, I know. I feel you. Brad, I feel you. So in a game like that, I mean, you saw Kenny Payne, you watched him. He's like, okay, mark that down. Mark that down. You guys aren't talking. Guys aren't you're not pressing up. Okay. Full court. Fabio comes into the game. In practice, Kenny Payne would say, get all the way up on him. Get up on him right now. You know what he did? He watched. I want to see how Fabio's going to respond to this. Okay. You're not going to press up on him? Okay. This guy, like, yeah, listen. Yeah, it was, you could see it, y'all. Like, thank you. Listen, y'all, you could see it right up close. Okay, Brandon gets the ball. Nobody really wants to cut. They don't know if I should cut, if I should let him do it. Brandon's kind of looking up at the score. He knows he could go score. He wants to take advantage of his moments, but he's kind of like, hold on. Listen, you know what? This is supposed to be recovery night. This is an impromptu. We got it. We got to talk. This is gonna be a quick show, but let me just shoot to the kitchen because Lauren wants me to mess up recovery night and have a cocktail. So I'm gonna go quickly to the kitchen. Here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. He was willing to lose that game. At least admit, for starters, he was willing to lose that game. He was willing to let them learn the lesson of you can't just show up and win. It doesn't work like that. It's not going to work like that. You're gonna get embarrassed if you try that. Yes, listen. He could have did isolations. He could have went into a zone. It's a million things he could have did. If he wanted to win the game more than he wanted his players to grow up. And y'all saw it with your own 2 eyes. Hold on, y'all. I'll be back in 16 seconds. Damn it, Lauren. This is your fault. Y'all, why y'all let Lauren twist my arm? That means I'm gonna have to cancel one night this week, Lauren. I'm gonna have to cancel a show one time this week. Okay. You think he didn't see? No, and listen, didn't he say it shouldn't happen? The first thing he said is it shouldn't happen. You shouldn't lose to them. But y'all should be strong enough to buckle down and go get it. Listen, okay, Sidney Curry. This is a great example. You think he can't? Yeah, you think he can't? He's not going to sit in a film room and show Sidney Curry. Listen, when you're not running hard, okay. I'm not going to mention his name tonight because I'm not in the mood to throw any shade. But I had a teammate who used to like be really, really physical with us in practice. And we used to get mad at him because we would say, hey man, why don't you do that to other opponents? It's different, y'all. Okay. When they're practicing together, it's the same guys trying to get each other better in practice. It's a total different thing trying to run your offense and run your defense against, people you haven't seen, nobody like, okay, when y'all are learning the offense, a defender might tell you, hey man, you go this way, or something like that in practice. It wasn't like that. Listen, okay, what else? Give me other reasons we lost. Give me other things y'all were disappointed in, and I'll address them fast. What were you disappointed in? Against it. But Jay, I'll still go back to it. You think he couldn't have put a better lineup in and won? Do you think seriously, Jay, ask yourself that question. If he wanted to put everything in to win the game, but that wouldn't have been beneficial. It would not, because he wouldn't have any film on everybody. If he didn't let everybody play, saw guys were nervous. No, he let nervous guys play. Was it lack of energy or hesitancy? They were hesitant. Hesitant looks like you're not trying hard, but you're kind of like your feet are in mud. Get a lead, then let the bench play. No. You want to play you want to let them play when it's close, when your heart's pounding. Let them all play when it matters. So if think about this, if he preaches all players are gonna play, I'm gonna rely on everybody. If he preaches that, no better time than to put them in when it's close. Put them in when they're down 4. Put them in when they're up 2. Let them play. look, Al, you good. You good. Don't worry about that part. Boy, get you some sleep. Hold on. Yeah, I see. Yeah. Don't be bothered, young fella. Listen. Al Ellis, perfect example. He's learning how to go full point guard playmaker. That's not how he played last year. I sat in that stadium. How many times did he get to the basket, could have scored, and kicked it out, and the crowd was like, oh, what is he doing? You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, he's learning a whole new system. Kenny Payne says, get into the lane, kick it out, then get back into the lane again and kick it out. This is a whole new system. This is the first game against another opponent trying to run that kind of system. Right? No, listen, get the criticisms out right now. You got to get through an exhibition where you still learning how to run the system against. I mean, didn't you see other people get into the lane? We didn't have multiple in what did he say? Kenny Payne said, what, two times we got into the lane, multiple. They were not talking to each other like they did in practice. I mean, it was funny to me because I'm like, yeah, they're nervous. Like they were really, really quiet. I remember the other day in practice, I saw JJ talking, and I was excited. I was like, yeah, this is good talking. I saw good talking in practice. Nobody talked. I think the coaches noticed it and said, okay, let them see how it looks when they're not talking. The next game, I'm going to get them talking, and they can see the difference. They can feel the difference. It seems like this. Okay, this one right here. Hold on. This one right here. Yeah, because that is what he's trying to. That's what he's trying to teach them. The knee-jerk reactions. Body language was listen, it was tight. I don't think it was tight. Listen, and Coach Payne told you. He said guys have a tendency to get down on themselves confidence-wise when they don't, what he say? I don't care if you miss 10 shots if you're doing it confidently. Right, we played Thursday. Yeah, he's turning into a facilitator, all facilitator. I mean, did y'all hear what KP was like? I'd like to think we all know L's a better player than that, right? Yeah, like I said, you're gonna be able to get to the film on Sydney, get to the film on Brandon. Say, hey, this is where I need more out of you. This is where I need more out of, Energy in the building was down. Everett had his team. They had good energy on their bench. They had good energy. Hersey drew a charge. Fabio got in the game. He looked like he can get wherever he wants on the court. Yeah, for the most part, it just looked nervous. It looked like nervous, anxious, and everybody was kind of like waiting for the other person to do it. And it's funny because when you got a better team and better talent, everybody is literally just like, and they can't believe when they miss a shot. Like when you've been practicing this shot and you got a better team and you miss one of those easy bunnies, you be pissed off. You'd be pissed off. Like just to see the way they reacted when they got to their spot, got a nice look and missed it. It's like, God, missing this shot against these sorry. You know what I'm saying? B Northern. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, B Northern. Brian Northern in the building. Sometimes embarrassing loss late is what you need. Light a fire. And to make the film sessions good. It's DJ Squad was 10-18 last year. They missed a 2-starter. Yeah, I don't think them losing had anything to do with the other team. I mean, the other team is mature, well coached, but I think I agree with Kenny Payne. He's like, nah, this is on us. You just shouldn't lose to them. Like you just shouldn't lose. We got to work on our stuff. No fast break points means no defensive pressure. You weren't trying to really force turnovers. Was the better team today. It's a preseason anxiety. It's no word. Yeah, I like I said, it's y'all know I enjoy this part of it. Y'all know me. I enjoy this part of it. I will say this. I was wondering if the masses would be able to do. Listen, and I told y'all, listen, this is not the game, or I don't like when you just play your starters in exhibition games because you're worried about losing. Like this stuff, it's 30 games. You'd rather get your dudes comfortable playing in tight situations early. Because if you turn them into bench warmers now, you're not getting them back. or by the time you get them back, they're so far behind the curve. Yeah. I to me, I think this was all learning the system, all film, based on talent alone. We got 6 dudes that could have. KP talked about L getting in foul trouble. Said he got tentative after that. Oh, Andre, now you're just making up shit. Now you're just hating. No, it didn't. No, it did not. Are you just trying to say the most extreme thing you can say? Yeah, it's not coming natural yet. Because they're trying to score out of the system. Yeah. Yeah, it's like nobody's under illusion. Nobody said they don't need, they got y'all. Even my baby mama, y'all. You know what she asked me? See, this is when you know something. Even she asked me, was he just kind of teaching? See, yeah. She even understood. You know, I had to call her and tell her what happened. What you doing up, girl? Look, out eating dinner with her NFL son. Meanwhile, I'm up here in Louisville watching my team get busted. My baby mama in Houston getting treated out to dinner. Microwave society, nobody's willing to wait. Do we have shooters? I mean, if y'all want to transition into some positive stuff, how good did Mike James' shot from the corner look? How good did Mike James' improvement look? I thought JJ Traynor runs a lot better. He didn't know where to get his money at because they've been playing against each other the whole time. Sometimes I question Ethan Moore, a real Louisville fan. Was he starting something? Hold on. Yeah. Even the baby mama said this one game, relax. It ain't even a game, girls. It's an exhibition. Uh-oh. Lauren, what is this? With his hell yeah, he looked good. Are we going to talk about the good? Are we going to talk about anything that looked improved? Sorry, Fi. The Eagles got to bust the Texans up on Thursday. Oh, we got a Thursday game. Dale, great point. As a fan base, we have to remember how mad we were last year at mid-season to late season because the staff didn't develop players early in the season to help once attrition kicked in. Let's not forget about that. That's what I'm saying. No, listen, I don't mind getting contrary to popular belief, I do not mind critiquing, criticism, but just sitting around hating and then y'all was hating from day one. Y'all know who I'm talking about. That same crew was hating from day one. So guess what? In my world, in my eyes, and anybody who's in this world, you lost your criticism card, bro. You lost your critique card. When you were hating before he even got to campus, when he gets to campus and you start saying if he doesn't part the Red Sea instantly, I'm gonna criticize. That's or not Chris. I'm gonna just raw out hate, flat out hate. So yeah, critiquing, that's what we do in here. We critique and move forward. It's not criticism or critiquing if you're just pointing out the negative stuff you see, or just trying to say, I was right. L. Ellis could have had, listen, if L. Ellis and Fabio both had 10 and 10 points and 10 assists, you know what they'd say? Well, who's the third? Who's the third guard? And who's the fourth guard? And who's the fifth guard? And 5 guards, but can they shoot? Can they do this? Can they do? So you hating. You just hating. That's not criticism. That's not critique. Period. Mike James looked good. Lauren. He hit the floor. Hold on. Hold on. Is Jalen gonna get mad? Is she up? Hold on. Really quick. Hold on. Boom. Of course she can. You kidding me? Is this real lesson? I'm okay with it. I didn't expect too much. There didn't seem any organization. I mean, he could have got it more organized. Ricky Buckner, did you used to be on U of L UK hate group on Facebook back in the day? He looks strong, smooth, just hate. All of them trying to figure out their role. Dr. Crump, all of them are trying to figure out. I was surprised. JJ shot the tech free throws. Is he the best free throw shooter on the team? Yeah, I know. I'm late to that. Get some look. Oh, we just forgot about the block shots. So everything they do good was expected to be good and perfect, and everything bad is panic. How many games? I don't know. I had to look at the schedule. Kamari, he usually hits those shots. Yeah, they're robots right now. They were concentrating on running the system. Yes, that's exactly. You can see it. Way too much if you ask me, girl. You gotta take some, right, Jocelyn? Right. You gotta let the kids take some L's. You gotta let them fall. You cannot rescue them from themselves, or you're gonna pay for it later on. Congratulations, by the way, Jocelyn. Yeah, we're just gonna ignore that Jalen just went for an easy 25 and 10. No, Ellis, listen, Ellis can facilitate, Fabio can facilitate, Kamari can facilitate. They just not doing it yet. Jalen Withers can. I mean, they have to remember all the new things they've been learning and how to apply them to outside competition. Yeah, just like I said, some of these dudes are just hating for popularity, like hating for likes, hating for clicks. BHH had 4 blocks with his confidence back, improved jumper. L. Ellis had 6 of her first 7 assists. Mike James looked good from the outside. I know. Look, That's what I'm saying. You doing the same thing, hating on me and Steve, like you do hating on the team. So I recognize it. You had to have thick skin on that joint, right? Yeah, Brandon Huntley's gonna be good. Jump shots look good for Withers and James, but the offense as a whole look jointed. Yeah, right. It's a total different system. Having 3 weeks to get a little football. Hey, let's get right. Listen, all basketball all day long, right? That's all they're gonna be talking about. Mark, of course, it's gonna be a better showing Thursday because he's gonna have their attention now. Maybe I'll cut up some highlights tonight. We rebound. We're starting to. We got a long way to go on the rebounds. We could really be a good rebound team. No, you're not getting mad at fans that want to win, but I expect the fan to be smarter than just win or else, win at all costs. Do you want a culture of winning, or do you want to put your starting five out, all of them for 40 minutes, and then just win the game by 10, and nobody gets any experience and nobody gets any learning? Then you go to practice, then the guys on the bench practice less hard because the coaches, they think the coach is going to put in the starting 5 or 6 players. No, everybody should play. Sometimes you lose early in the season when you're playing everybody and getting a chance to evaluate and find out, how can I get Devin Reed better? How can I get these guys better? How can I get Fabio better? More people on here after exhibition loss than it was that. Well, you still can't lose the exhibition game. So yeah, I won't get too bitey about that, but that's a good point. Miller might be the best free throw shooter on the team. Hold on. No, listen, I don't have a problem saying, yeah, you can't lose that game. But that's more like I should have 3 players on that team that just say, I don't care what the coaches say, I'm not losing this game. We lost games weren't supposed to under everybody. Yeah, like I said, you can have a little fun on the critique circuit. What's wrong with Sydney? Coach is gonna be on him. I think coach is gonna give him that speech about you can't just turn it on and turn it off. He's gonna give him that speech. Yeah, I won't even mind them having fun with this one. You can see the coach was like, I got your attention now. I mean, he said it. First thing he said is we needed this. Hold on. Sorry. Is there any place you can go and watch the game? What ESPN Plus? Yeah, I mean, what did you learn? What did you learn today that you think is going to be the same a month from now? Other than the roster. Oh, listen, but once you get it rolling, they'll be in here for the wins too. Again, Mark, if you saw it up close, it wasn't effort. It was what do they call it? Like paralysis by analysis. They weren't moving because they were unsure about where to move. How can you expect somebody to move around 1,000 miles an hour and they're sitting here like kind of talking like, are you going to take them or do I take them? Like when they come together in screens, you have to talk Switch, get through, get through. When the screen is coming, you have to yell, get through, get through. Sometimes they were bumping each other and they were like, oh, and then when they go to the huddle, they say, okay, who was supposed to take that guy? Was it you supposed to take that guy? Or was I? So KP's over there like, okay. So tomorrow in practice, when I'm screaming at y'all, this is why I scream. You yell at him, get through, get through, get through. Now, when I show the tape up on the screen, I say, you see who didn't talk right here? You see? Now he can start saying, I'm going to start substituting. When you don't talk right there on that screen, I'm going to start substituting. Okay? You got it? You got it? Boom. So there's no attitude problem later on when I'm substituting based on screens. But I still got to let it happen out on the court. Y'all should have seen how many times they were unsure about who to take and who to chase in the corner. And that just makes you stiff. It makes you stiff. It makes you slow. It makes you hesitant. That's not a lack of effort. Yeah. I'll look at that closer. I'll look at that closer. Moms Kelly, what you up to? Yeah, it's not energy, it's hesitancy. Hesitancy looks like a lack of effort. There shouldn't be a line we can put in the floor loses that team. It is when you're learning a new system and learning how to coordinate a new system, that's what it looks like. It's like Jay, I don't know if you've ever been in these Division I practices, but there are many Division I practices where the walk-ons will dominate the starters, where the scout team will have their days where they're just hype. They got an energy level. We're learning the new system. We're learning a new set. And, like ask anybody. Those guys that you see on the end of the bench that you laugh at, sometimes they have practices where they're executing better. Everett has a veteran team. They executed better. Kenny Payne, he wanted to learn the lesson of executing better rather than let me just put some guys who can eke out this win. Rather than just put Brandon and Sid right under the basket and say pound it in and just score on them and get fouled and stay on the free throw line. It's like, no, you're not getting. It's not about the win and the loss right now for him. He told you that. He literally just told you all preseason. It's not about the win and the losses right now. I need culture. I need guys to understand the system. I can draw up plays that can get you to score. He said, and what he said, in the press conference the other day, he said, I can draw up plays to get you to score. But when you get into big time basketball, good teams scout that out and you don't score on those plays. So we got to learn to play our system, learn to play paint touch, kick it out. Second paint touch, kick it out. Second, third paint touch, kick it out. You got to learn to play that way. This is their first time against a different kind of opponent. Learning paint touch, kick it out, paint touch, kick it out, then try to score. I go Rocky Top. That's funny. Miles Kelly, he did. Quincy did get that pick six, didn't he? Right. Because I don't think he communicated. I'm gonna go back and watch the film too. I don't think Devin communicated on the screens well. It happens all over the world. Yeah, he said he said he didn't like losing, but he needed it. I don't think it was confusing. No, like I said, I think the loss is just kind of like, yeah, let's get this all on film so y'all can see what I'm talking about against a different opponent. Spiders out here killing it. Yep, that's a good. Yeah, that's a fact. We still have KCB. I'm gonna have a good time. Hold on. Let me catch up. Let me catch up. Interesting one. You gotta believe Ben Simmons beat Donovan for the Rookie of the Year. Little Stack, you're right. Wake Forest gonna drop 13 spots, 16 spots actually. They need games to work out the chemistry. That Manhattan guard. Oh, yeah. Oh, Charles, that was true. I thought you were joking. They got a long listen, and that's still that's a month. That's 3.5 weeks away. Yeah. Yes, it does. Hey, have you ever played sports? See, I know you haven't played sports. I know for a fact you haven't, or you must have really sucked. I'm sorry. That's listen. You're being a jerk. You're being a jerk. I almost got drugged into being a jerk too. If you don't know about communication and how it's like the hardest thing to get players to learn in sports is communicating with each other. Yes, you have to lose to teach kids the importance of talking. Hold on. Hold on. Yes, it's hard to teach kids to communicate. Along that, yeah, that's all me. I do think Thursday. Yeah, like I say, okay, like either way. Well, either way, if you don't know the value of communication, then yeah, listen, you take L's like that. Did you learn? Wait a minute. Not scoring 10 minutes. Yeah, they won't be playing like that in the ACC. You never lost. You never had a bad game against a team you were better than. This is not true. That's not true. Never against an opponent that was much worse than mine. That's not true. That's just not true. Oh God. Don't be the next contestant on the Summer Jam screen. Oh, so this guy Jay has never played bad against a team that was worse. In all of his sports career, and he played college baseball, and he never lost to a team that he was better than. It's a miracle. You are the first person, you are the first teammate, the first college player to never have lost a game or played bad against a team that was worse than yours. Everybody Give it up for Mr. J for the chair of shame. You liar. You liar. You came in here to lie. You just get that. That's not true. I never lost to a team that was much worse than mine. I never played bad against anybody that was worse than mine ever. If you don't know, but you haven't learned that you need to lose some games to teach the value of communication. You don't know that? Oh, Jay, you get the ultimate chair of shame. Because, yeah, you came in here just lying. You came in here just lying. Yeah, Marcus, what do you mean? You have to learn, you have to lose again. You know what misconstruing words are? You have to lose the game to learn how to talk. So you didn't understand that I was saying you learn how to communicate. You learn the value of communication through losses, through playing bad. You don't know that? Well, I never lost against a team that I was better than. I played in 3 college baseball games and I never lost. I'm never. These guys should be. I don't know. Louisville, you're so good and you're so big and bad. You should already be perfect at communication. All you have to do is talk. How simple is that? You're a liar. You are a liar. You are a liar. You just lied. Just don't come in here just to lie. And guy, y'all, like, how many smart ass comments did we have to give him before you got to go sit down in the chair? How much smart ass? Well, it's ha. Yeah, but they identified him. You from the troll rooms anyway. Yes, Wes, because they come in here lying. You just came in here lying. You played college baseball and you don't know, and you never learned. You didn't lose a game based on lack of or you can't fathom somebody losing a game in basketball based on a lack of communication. That's the dude that doesn't tell his girl that never mind. That's the dude that doesn't communicate with this woman. That's why. Oh God. Now who's next? To get tested. Yeah, your T-ball league. Oh, why y'all hyping up Lauren? I say, listen, Denise, while you're playing, Everett's gonna get a job based on this win. 100% liar, pants on fire. Not a job here. He's gonna get a D1 job based on this win. I mean, you can stat somebody to death. that happens all the time. No, he's a head. Everett's a head coach. No, he's a head coach. He'll be coaching somewhere bigger next year. But did Jay's team beat anyone they weren't supposed to beat? Jesus Christ. Headshots, Lauren. Okay. What else? We got about 4 or 5 minutes. What else? Communication. They were very tight. They were very, very tight. I saw it up close. This wasn't the same team I seen practicing. They weren't talking. The lights, and you got to think they're playing 5-on-5 against each other. So they're all out here playing together. When you separate that and just put only 5 and the rest of the team, they're in charge of bringing the energy from the sideline too. And listen, L Ellis wants to show everybody that he can lead and be the man. So he's kind of putting that pressure on himself, in my opinion. Brandon Huntley Hatfield is still filling out everybody. JJ Trainer's trying to learn his new role. Kamari Lands has talked about this is dreaming to play college basketball. This is Kamari Lands' first college basketball game against an opponent. That's different from red and white. You're comfortable playing against your teammates. Fabio, same thing. He's, what do I do? Do I score? Do I go into, do I just take this dude and try to get a bucket? Everybody's kind of dribbling a little bit, waiting to see if something opens up, so it was just really tight. It was tight up close. Yeah, and Lauren has to do that because that ends up I try to be, respectful and answer people's questions and say, but yeah, at some point you're just trying to derail into some negative, silly shit. Red State, that's what I'm gonna do. Plenty of time to figure it out. At least hit the like button. If y'all like the impromptu emergency shows, hit the like button before you get out of here. I can't wait to do a show tomorrow. Carter Sports Zone saying they're going to talk to Peyton Sieva and Boo Brewer later in the week. So he's wanting to throw that shout out in there. Hit the like button on your way out the door, please. Yeah, I'm getting ready to watch the replay. of that game. Yeah, trolls. Damn. Don't be greedy with the likes. At least do that. Good night, Lauren. Thank you for sniping. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all in the morning.